we could focus on when it comes to trying to fix our country, but what I want to focus on is common sense. First and foremost, just like Trevor was talking about, and we've talked about a couple of times tonight, water is the cornerstone of society. We have been dried up and driven into drought by design. In order to plummet the cost of our farmland, in order to drive farmers out of business, in order to drive up the cost of food. We have an 800-mile long coastline, and we have the ability to desalinize water, and yet we're not even ranked in the top 30 countries in the world for our desalination. Number 2 is energy. We are the most oil-rich, or one of the most oil-rich states in the country, and one of the most oil-rich countries in the world. And yet we continue to act like we are energy poor, and this is by design. They don't want us drilling. They don't want us enriching uranium. Wind and solar make up less than 3% of the grid, and nuclear energy makes up over 30% of the grid, and yet we are decommissioning our nuclear power plants in California. We have one left. We have one left, and they're going to decommission it at the end of next year. This is an attack. You divide, you conquer, and you colonize. We are divided and conquered. Not only are we divided and conquered in our neighborhoods, we're divided and conquered in our households. We have been told that our neighbors are our enemies. When I tell people your neighbor isn't your enemy, a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy. When I tell people love your neighbor, they get it. We were called to love one another deeply because it's love that covers a multitude of sins. What's so complicated about that? If we start welcoming people into our party based on common sense, we'll realize that these are the same people that feel like they've been abandoned by their party.